This is Lord Mafka, aka Rogan Azrain. In today's video, I'm going to be exposing the dark truth behind the Oofy Doofy theory. I want to shout out most of my subscribers who asked me to talk about this topic in the past, but I never got around to it until now. So, shouts out to you guys. Much appreciation to you for tuning in. And without further ado, let's get into today's video topic. Now, Oofy Doofy, as we already know, most of us, right, pertains to a beautiful woman settling for a lesser, unattractive man. Now, that whole sentence right there I just said defeats this whole theory and it caves in on itself with that. A beautiful woman settling for a lesser, unattractive man. Whenever you are in the position of a Oofy Doofy, you are going to find yourself, if you are ever dealing with a woman like that in a dating way, she is going to be settling for you because you are there as a substitute. You are there as a soldier to just replace the man that she actually found desirable that couldn't be all of the things that she wanted him to be. So now that she got the whole non-commitment thing from Brock, Chad, and Dunn, she's settling for you. And what do people always say when you hear them mention, oh, an unattractive guy got a beautiful woman because he works hard, he's competent, he kept his physique in shape, you know, he went to the gym every day, he's respectful, he has a great personality, and that's why he got a beautiful woman. When in reality, that whole thing right there shows you that you don't have to have any of those things in order for women to actually like you. If you are not physically appealing to the woman, if she does not find you to be a man that turns her on in every aspect emotionally, then everything in an interaction you're going to get with a woman is always going to be in a settling matter. You are going to be viewed as a resource. And let's talk about this for, number one. You are going to have to live up to a lot more hardcore masculine standards when you are dealing with a chick that is just settling for you because she couldn't get the ultimate guy she wanted. You are going to have to listen to all of her complaints. You're going to get disrespected a lot more. You are going to have it to where you're going to have to work harder, make more monetary gain, resources just to keep this woman entertained and satisfied. And you're going to have to be a total jester, a fool. You are going to have to find ways to make this woman happy to the maximum extent. And in the process of doing that, you are going to be being dehumanized because you have to become someone fully that you don't really want to be. Because whenever you're a man that is not attractive from an early age in your younger teen years and you're not able to get dates like that frequently, and this goes on into your early 20s to mid 20s, then everything after that is just a complete joke. You are going to be viewed as cannon fodder. You're just there as they say in the anime episodes, filler. That's all you are, man. You're just filler. You're just there to replace all of the holes, all of the punctured wounds that attractive man did to that chick that you're now dealing with. And this is a brutal pill that most men don't want to swallow, but you need to understand where you stand in society. Oofy doofies in general, some of them are aware of their situation, but they refuse to go through on actually not continuing to live out this lifestyle. Look at Bobby Lee Johnson, for example, with his wife. I did a video a while back on him and his wife, with his wife saying that she was just with him, for monetary gain because she can take care of him. That's basically the words she told him in that sentence when you decipher it for what it is. And the guy just puts his head down in disappointment and then tries to play it off as a joke. And that's another thing. You're going to have to play everything off as a joke, as hee ha. Oh, that's funny, babe, that you told me that. Oh, you really don't like me like that. And you wouldn't have even ever looked at me in your 20s. That's just what your life is going to be. You're going to have to play off everything as a harmless little joke from her. You're going to have to take all of the punches, all of the punishment. And this is the sad lifestyle and the dark truth to the whole oofy doofy thing that most men don't tell you about, who are unattractive and get these women. They start to make it seem like, oh, our relationship is all roses because I worked on myself. I'm nice to her. She respects and actually is wiser as a woman as she got older and wanted a man for who he is personality wise. When that is nowhere near the case. She is just putting up with this guy for resource. She's putting up with this guy to fill in that hole, that gap that that man who she really physically and genuinely desired could not feel for, because he has way more options than women. And guess what? He doesn't have to put up with the whole crap test. He doesn't have to put up with her attitude. And this woman already intrinsically knows that. And this is why when women get older, don't kid yourself, okay? This is why you see them calling themselves settling for men. It's not because they've wisened up and said, okay, I'm going after the wrong men. It's time for me to be a real woman and get with a guy who appreciates me for who I am. No, they're settling for the oofy doofy guy because he has something to offer, resource and material wise, entertainment wise. She wants a little puppy, someone that's going to keep her entertained. You know, this is why girls like cute things at a young age, you know. And if you're seen as a oofy doofy, that's all you're going to be viewed as, just a little puppy dog that is just there to bark on command when she wants you to. And meanwhile, while you're doing this, the guys who didn't have to put in any slight of the effort that you've had to put in into your work career, into trying to make yourself into a fake person socially, because as a man, you're never going to be accepted for truly who you are in today's modern dating world. You just have to get that straight for what it is, okay? While you're doing all of this work, and you're doing, you know, all of these multiple equations of how to get your muscular pecs bigger, you know, how to deepen your voice, you know, how to walk like a model in public with all these phony gestures and advices that these red pillars give you that don't work anyway. The men who don't have to do any of that are just living naturally. They're like the rock that is just being still, and they're just attracting all of the girls they want to them. The very few men who can actually compete in today's dating market, who not only have the looks, but they have monetary gain as well, which is a multiplier. So while you're doing all of this work, you were still missing out on all of the experiences you were supposed to have in your early teen years to be able to decipher and actually know how these women are working out here in today's modern dating world. So the saddest mo part about being a oofy doofy type of guy, you're going to have to deal with getting bullied a lot by your chick as well. Yes, you're going to be bullied by her. Just like some of the few situations I came by, you know, which would be considered, you know, kind of oofy doofy. You're going to get bullied a lot by girls. And let me tell you, being bullied by a chick that, you know, you were being just really chill with, you know, you went out on a couple coffee dates with her, you know, you had a few drinks, you went bowling with her, you had some good times walking at the beach with her. It's not a good feeling to be getting bullied by someone like that that you've built an emotional connection with. You are going to feel horrible. Every day it's going to feel like needles are being stuck into your heart. It's going to be piercing venom in you that is just going to leave a just very resentful scar on you. That's what type of scar is going to leave on you. And this is the dark truth behind Oofy Doofy. And guess what? The guy gets used for all this time. He gets no respect. He gets walked all over, you know. And the woman gets championed for leaving this guy, because you know what society is going to say about you as the man? They're going to say, right on, girl. It's right that you left that dude. That dude was nothing. He was a joke. He should have did better. He should have did his best to keep you. He should have been more respectful. He should have had more monetary resource. Nothing you do will ever be enough. And this is the problem, and what I hate when people talk about, oh, unattractive men, they're getting women. And to be honest with you, it's a lot of men's faults for why they're in an oofy doofy situation, because they're tolerating it. All because they can't grow up and accept that they were never accepted at a young age. And this is the whole ego of man that destroys himself, because you want to live in a false reality to where you think that you're entitled to some chick liking you because you're working hard. Oh, I wasn't attractive when I was younger, so now I'm entitled to some woman liking me when I'm older. No, that's not how it works, man. Women are going to like the most high caliber men that they see that are worthy in their eyes today. And this is why I say that it's mostly men's fault who find themselves in the oofy doofy situation, because they have not been trained emotionally and mentally out of that desperation state of mind. And it's only going to continue to get worse with the exploitation, the disrespect of men. And men who are tolerating and putting up with it, they really are getting what they deserve in the end, really. Because as a grown man, you should already have the mind to know that I shouldn't be putting up with this, with the past and everything I've went through. I deserve more respect. Have some dignity. Have a backbone. Don't let any girl out here, and don't let anyone boss you around and tell you this is how you're supposed to live, or you're not a real man. Forget about all of the stigmas and embrace who you are truly. But you guys take care. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment sections. I highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.